Welcome to a behind the scenes look at how I made Science Blaster using noteblocks. The first thing I did was I downloaded Open Noteblocks Studio. If you want to follow along, the link is going to be down in the description. Next, I clicked Generate Song out of MIDI file. The MIDI file you want to use is also going to be down in the description. Now let's choose our instruments. For lead 2 sawtooth, we want to choose bit. Lead 1 square is guitar. Lead 8 bass plus lead is double bass with an octave modifier of +2. Lead 1 square is going to be guitar. French horn is going to be flute. And gunshot is going to be snare drum. For percussion, we want to do bass drum 1 is bass drum with pitch C4. Closed hi-hat is going to be snare drum with pitch E5. Snare drum 1 is going to be snare drum with pitch D4. Open hi-hat is going to be snare drum with pitch C5. Pedal hi-hat is going to be snare drum with pitch E5. And bass drum 2 is going to be bass drum with pitch E4. Now go ahead and click import. Now as you can see, up here, it says resource pack only. That's because some of the notes are outside of the 2-octave range that vanilla Minecraft has. So what I do is I select all the lower blocks, right click, change instrument to banjo. This will be important later. Now select all the higher notes, right click, and change the instrument to pling. Now go ahead and click Transpose Notes. Don't worry, that's my computer, not yours. Also, we want to fix the tempo for a schematic because Minecraft redstone ticks run at 10 ticks a second, while this song is going to be played at 24 redstone ticks per second. So go ahead and click that. Alright, now we're ready to export as a schematic. What we want to do is click File, Export as Schematic, and you want to click 1.11 to 1.12 if you're using Litematica, because that is the only schematic type that works with Litematica. For the blocks, you don't want to change any of these, but I did yellow wool for the walkway, lime wool for the circuitry, and black wool for the ground. Go ahead and click export and you can name it whatever you want. Now you also want to save a version of the schematic that has the instruments as normal, not banjo or plank. Hang on. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and retranspose the notes. Alright, so we want to also save a version of the schematic using this. Just the same settings as before. In order to put the schematics into Litematica, you want to open CurseForge and open the folder for the profile that you want to use. Alright, now you're going to see a bunch of these folders. You want to click the schematics one, and you want to paste all your schematics here. Alright, now let's head over to Minecraft. Alright, now that we're in Minecraft, what you want to do is you want to grab a stick. Whoops. This is going to be your Litematica tool. Now press M to open the Litematica menu and click Load Schematics. You want to open your Science Blaster schematic that has the banjo and the plink. Click Load Schematic. And now you won't have this bound, so let's go into Configuration menu, Hotkeys. I believe it is Execute Operation. And I set it to the tilde button, or the grave accent, or however you say it. Now, you want to hold Control and scroll until the mode reads paste schematic in world. Now hit your tilde button or whatever button you assign to the execute operation, and that will paste it into the world. Now, if you don't want these blue outlines, you can go ahead and go schematic placements and remove. But now, what you want to do is, and this is going to be a bit tedious because it takes a few tries, but you want to remove all the blocks other than the note blocks and the hay bales for the banjo and the glowstone for the pling. So I will be back when it is done. Alright, now that that's done, what you want to do is what I like to do is I like to replace all the hay bales with coal and all the glowstone with diamonds just to make it easier to see, because we are going to be using these as markers for which note blocks we have to change the octaves for. So I will be back when I have changed them all to diamond and coal. Alright, now that that's done, what you want to do is you want to control and scroll to get to area selection. And you want to select every single one of these blocks, because we are going to save these as a schematic. Whoops. Alright, and once you have it selected, you're going to want to make sure that you have every single block inside the area, which I do. Now you're going to want to go M, Area Editor, Save Schematic. And I saved it as markers because that's what I'm using it for. So now let's go over here. Let's go pretty far away. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to load schematic, and you want to load your science blaster schematic that does not have the banjo or the plink. And you want to go ahead and paste it in. Now, go ahead and load your markers. And you want to look up, hold Alt, and scroll up. That way it moves. Actually, hang on, sorry. You want to make sure that the schematic placement is lined up with this block. So now what you want to do is you want to go schematic placement, hold Alt, and scroll up once. That way it is 2 blocks above. Now what you want to do is you want to paste it in. Hey guys, future me here. I forgot to mention that you have to make sure it says down in the corner, replace blocks with non-air. To do this, you want to hit M, go to configuration, go to generic, and scroll down to paste replace behavior, or you can search. And you want to choose with non-air. That way it doesn't delete any blocks. That's it. And go ahead and remove these schematic placements. Now what you'll see is a bunch of coal blocks on top of note blocks, or diamond blocks. What you want to do is, using the mod in the description called noteblocks++, it will give you 2 extra octaves up or down for note blocks. So for note blocks with coal on them, what you're going to want to do is destroy the coal and right click the note block 12 times. Now you're going to want to sneak right click twice. That gets it 1 octave lower. And you want to do this for all of them. And for the ones with diamonds, you're going to want to destroy the diamonds and right click 13 times. And that puts it 1 octave higher. And once you've done that for all of them, you'll be ready. Alright, now that we have all of our note blocks set, let's go ahead and play it and see how it sounds. That's a bit slow, don't you think? So let's go ahead and stop this. And make sure you replace the repeaters if you ever stop it. But as you can see in the top, that's the current tick speed. Using the game speed mod, also in the description, what you want to do is press G to open the menu and go over to hotkeys. To increment the ticks per second, you press period. To decrement, you press comma. What you want to do is you want to increment it all the way up to 48 ticks per second. And now play. Oop, a little bit of lag. Alright, but yeah, that's all you have to do. Hang on, let's let this stop. But yeah, that is all you have to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, thanks for watching.